This will be the third video, back to the basics. Now, on this video, I'm going to sit here and talk about the Foredom. I have the SR series. This is the fastest Foredom that they make for this type of model. They make micro motors too, but this thing weighs. It's heavy. This is a solid metal casing. This sucker is heavy. It hangs up. There's your hanger. It has a forward, off, and a reverse. I like this because when you're using your burrs, sometimes they after time the tips will just fold over a certain way if I'm always running it forward. But when your burr starts to get dull, you can run it in reverse, and then you're hitting those sharp tips again. Not too much to go over with this Foredom, but I'm going to just do it the best I can. I don't use this Foredom a lot. I got to be honest, it's not my favorite tool once I found out about die grinders and I got into chainsaw carving. But if you don't want to get into bigger chainsaw carving and stuff like that, get die grinders, well, this is the tool you probably should get. There's micro motors that are starting to hold the bigger quarter-inch burrs. See, the Dremels are 1/8 burrs. This one's quarter-inch burrs. So I'm going to do the micro motors video next. So let's just cover this Foredom here. I'm going to hang it back up. Here's a solid steel foot pedal. It's speed control. Let's see, is it plugged in? Yeah, it's plugged in. So I'm just running it real slow and speed it up. Okay, so I'm going to hang this back up. I already showed you guys the flex shaft screws in there. I got the industrial type flex shaft, but I'll put the camera in the overhead and we'll explain that right once I hang this thing back up. I'll just show you guys quickly this foot pedal. Your Foredom plugs into the foot pedal right here. This is my Foredom plug, and then this cable will plug into the wall. So that's how easy it is to hook up the foot pedal. Now, I'll try and explain this the best I can. Most of you know that I'm a very heavy-handed carver, and well, I just carve heavy-handed. I'm always digging out wood fast, and it's always a rush for me. When I first got the Foredom, I would break lots of flex shafts inside here. Tons of them. I had to keep on ordering new ones from Foredom. Now, because I kept breaking the flex shafts when I first started and I didn't know how to control that, let the burr do the work, this is what I would break inside here, this inner flex shaft, okay? Now, the normal ones come with something called a key drive. Now, the key drive is thinner. The whole shaft inside here is a lot thinner, and it's just your standard one. So if you're not a heavy-handed carver, don't worry about getting the industrial flex shaft, the square drive one. But if you're a heavy-handed carver like me, I do suggest this square drive. Now, this square drive is the same thickness all the way through here inside, and it goes all the way up to your Foredom. But if you're going to transfer over to this square drive, you can't just get the square drive and use your old key drive hand pieces. You have to get square drive hand pieces as well. So you can't see, well, you can see inside there, but inside there is square drive. The key drive will not fit inside the square drive, and vice versa. Okay. So you can get, what the good thing about Foredom is you can get all different types of hand pieces. They're removable. This one is the industrial hand piece. You see, it's got like a locker here, like you know how air hoses work for compressors. So this one, you just barely hit the foot pedal, turn it slowly, pull this back, run it slow, and click it in. And you're good to go. Now, why I don't like the Foredom as much as the Dremel is because it spins a lot slower. These bits, in my opinion, everything's my opinion, these bits like to spin fast in the wood. This Dremel does spin, the Foredom does spin a lot slower than the Dremel. But it has a lot more torque than the Dremel. All right? So just pull your thing out. You can pull it out. So remember, if you're gonna convert over to the Foredom with the square drive, with the square drive, you have to buy the hand pieces as well. The square drive does hook up to the SR as a SR series, as I've showed. It hooks up to all of them, I believe. What's the other ones? TX or something like that. Now the smaller handpiece, this is the 1/4 inch. This is the 1/8 inch burr size shaft. For these, it's almost like bomb proof. You have this when you buy the handpiece or you buy the kit, you'll get this little wrench and this little thing and this little pin. You put the pin in the hole, and then you get your little wrench that they gave you, and you just turn your handpiece off, and there's your bit come out. So it's more bomb proof than the Dremel ones. So let's put like a little cuts off flame burr in there, and then we'll just tighten it up. Now, when I first started, trust me, I have had this pin in and hit my foot pedal with this hooked up, and you automatically break your flex shaft when that happens. Trust me, I've done it probably 3 times. These are just 2. I don't know how many different square drive hand pieces they have, but the key drive hand pieces they have tons of different shapes and handles for smaller bits and different size collets and all that stuff. I do suggest this for people that aren't going to get the chainsaw carving, aren't going to have die grinders and all that type stuff. You don't see me using it that often. It runs slower, like I said. I'm a speed carver, but anyways, there it is. This is the square drive. Now, I suggest if you know that you're a heavy-handed carver and you are gonna want to buy a Foredom, I do suggest getting a hold of Foredom die. I think the best way to buy a Foredom is buying it from the Foredom site. They do sell on Amazon, but be careful because you can buy fakes there's fake Foredoms out there on Amazon that say they're Foredoms. I will leave a link to I don't know if they sell the square drive kits on Amazon, but I know they sell the key drive kits on Amazon. You'll get like this. I think it comes with the H44 handpiece, and you'll get the flex shaft, and then the SR series. I suggest the SR series; it spins faster. But be careful if you're just going on Amazon or online buying it, because there's tons of fakes out there. Now, they do make fake Foredoms that don't say they're Foredoms; they're just flex shaft carvers. You got to be careful when you're buying that too, because basically you buy the Foredom because it takes the 1/4 inch. This is why I bought the Foredom, because, well, the Dremel doesn't take the bigger bits, but the Foredom does. But you got to be careful when you're buying the fake Foredoms. Like, they're like under $100. They're not trying to say that they're a Foredom. They're just a copy Foredom. You got to be careful because sometimes those hand pieces come with a chuck inside there, and they don't take the 1/4 inch bits. So you got to make sure when you buy the fake Foredom, it comes with the 1/4 inch bit. Like the Chicago ones, I know they sell them in what's that, Harbor Freight that you guys have in America, or I'm not sure around the world. But if you're going for the Foredom, make sure you get the 1/4 inch. Make sure it can take the 1/4 inch bit. Yes, I know I repeat myself. It's who I am. So I guess we'll do a little demonstration carving with these, show you what I use this for. I will show you this little 1/8 handpiece carving. There's not really sense in it, but it's a lot slower than the Dremel, but it does carve. It does carve. And I'll be completely honest. Like, I've burnt out 40 Dremels. I think I've been carving for 10 years. I've burnt out 40 Dremels. This is my second Foredom. The Foredoms are a lot more industrial. Even with the key drive, they're a lot more industrial than the Dremels, and they're heavy duty and they're built to last. They're definitely not a cheap unit. But basically, for I'd say 99%, most of you out there, if you buy a Foredom, it's going to last you the rest of your life, because, well, you're not a Geordie, so don't be a Geordie. So let's pull out a piece of wood, and I'll show you what I use these for. So here's a little 1/8 handpiece. I don't know the number of this. You can Google it or something. Or Spike might know. If anybody knows the number of this handpiece, well, no, don't leave a number for the handpiece because it gets confusing for the very beginner, because you might be using key drive. But so this is a sanding mandrel. On my last video, I showed all the burrs. This is called Back to the Basics. I showed all the burrs that I use. So I show this burr and how I use the sandpaper on here. Now these sanding mandrels are very well. They're wide and they create a lot of friction. The word would be on your Dremel. So I've burnt out tons of Dremels using these sanding mandrels. I've been sanding. I look over at my Dremel. It's smoking and it's kaput. It's garbage. So this Foredom works good for this sander because it has speed control too. So I'll just got this piece of Russian olive here and just kind of sand it a bit. So that's basically what I use this handpiece for. Let me hook up a Kutzall flame burr in here and show you it carving. So here's the Kutzall Extreme Flame Burr in here. I'm just going to do a couple passes on this piece of wood. So you can see it does carve. It's got way more torque than the Dremel. Like I don't think you could stall this thing out, like push hard and stall your motor if you tried. So it's got way more torque than the Dremel. It just spins slower. I'm a fast carver. I myself like using the Dremel type rotary tools. So there's that. Now I'll show you what I use. You can hog out wood with this, for sure you can. But I don't because like I said, I have chainsaws and carving bars and the die grinder, so I can hog out wood a lot faster with those things. But I'll use this. This is the Kutzall Extreme Flame Burr on this. I'll use this to, well, when I was doing those, when I'm doing the Russian olive lamps, I'll hog out some wood in the back. Like, I'll use this to maybe hog out some wood. Right, let me turn this collector table on. To hog out some wood. But mostly what I'll use this burr for is to remove bark. This handpiece. That's what I mostly use this for. Now, here's a piece of cottonwood bark. Sorry, I'm just grabbing it. This is a piece of cottonwood bark I just got. So I'll use this to get rid of the gray off the front top of the bark. So there's just a little example for you. This video series, Back to the Basics, I will end with carving a bunch of wood spirits, different like eyes, different beards, different mustaches and stuff like that. Maybe do a wizard. But that's basically what I use the Foredom for. Now, because like I said, I have the die grinders. I got the fastest, most torquiest die grinders out there. And I got the chainsaws with the carving bars. I can shape wood really fast. But if you don't have access to all that stuff, I think this would probably be a great tool for you. Because you could use it, it's hands-free. You don't have, it's hands-free, meaning you can hold your piece and you can carve away with it. You can dig deep. It's just not my personal favorite tool. Before I had my chainsaws and die grinders, yes, it probably was my favorite tool because you could remove a lot of wood fast with it. Way slower than the die grinder, but anyways. So there's my Back to the Basics for the Foredom. Now the next video will be the micromotor carvers that I have. I just kind of got into carving this, removing some of the bark. But one thing I didn't go over, and I started to go over, but I've changed the subject really quick because that's the way I am. If you're going to buy, if you want to buy the Foredom and you want to buy the square drive industrial flex shaft, I think you're best off getting hold of, I think it's foredom.net.com. You're best off of get a hold of Foredom direct. There's an email them, ask them if they sell a kit with the SR series with the industrial style Flex shaft and handpiece. That's the best way to get the industrial style handpieces. Unless you're watching this right now and you know a better way to get it, you can leave a comment below and I can pin it if I agree with it. But I think that's probably the best, safest way to go about getting the Foredom industrial flex shaft and handpieces.